You always try to stay positive throughout the game. You know, at some point you figure something's got to drop, something's got to fall. Just couldn't find a rhythm, but you know they jumped on us from the beginning, and they got out and running. They dictated the tempo, dictated the pace. They hit a lot of shots we didn't, but defensively we didn't play well or rotate the way we needed to. Besides the shot making, I just wasn't very happy with the way we competed. I think we could have competed better, myself especially. But you know, games happen like that sometimes. It's one of 82, and we got another big one in a couple of days.
Were y'all getting the looks that y'all wanted, or were they doing anything?
I think we got some good looks. We got some decent looks. Just didn't knock any down. Sometimes it happens that way. But also defensively, we could have did a better job. Let them get to the free throw line. Let them pretty much go wherever they wanted to. We didn't, dictate anything. We didn't impose our will defensively like we normally have in the past against other opponents. But hopefully we can watch some film and learn from it.
You played that system before. I asked Kawhi this when it was coming at you, knowing it and being in it.
Mm-hmm.
What did you say to your guys about, hey, look, this is kind of what's coming here, or some things we have?
You try to tell them just ahead of time, warn them, or let them know what's coming, who the play is for. Obviously, they changed up some things, and they do a good job of not letting us hear the plays right away, different signals. But either way, we still have to execute it and compete, and I don't think we did that as well as we normally do. We got to set a better tone. Myself, especially with the leadership and then coming out to start the games the right way.
Nick felt that you guys, I wouldn't say panic, but tried to make plays maybe too quickly.
For sure.
En route of the comeback.
Things were going bad, and it was a domino effect of one guy trying to bring us back, one by one. Everybody, I think, was trying to take it upon themselves to try to make something happen. When we didn't, smartly try to do it collectively as a group, so especially against a team like that, you can't try to do it one-on-one, or one guy's gonna, you're not gonna make a 20-point play. But that comes with maturity and us growing and learning and trusting each other. So hopefully in the future we can continue to get better, trust each other. If we ever get down in those type of situations, which we have before in the past, and we've reacted better, we'll try to do it collectively as a group and not, one man trying to do it all on his own.
You haven't seen Demar a ton over the years, East-West, but how have you seen his game change or grow?
Yeah, he's evolved tremendously. He's one of those guys like Kawhi. He just didn't start off. People didn't see what did we become, but became a superstar. Added a lot more to his game. Obviously, he's doing more than just scoring, rebounding, passing the ball. I think he had a triple-double tonight. His IQ, he's developed a good mid-range. So he came out as a very athletic player and didn't know much else what he was capable of doing, but he's grown into becoming a real special player in this league.
It sounded like you thought Kawhi might get a negative reception early on today. Now that you've heard it, what did you think? Were you disappointed at all by how the fans reacted?
Disappointed more in our play than anything, in my play especially. But it was expected. We can hope, predict, and you expect the worst in the league. But been in this league long enough to there's going to be some boos, there's going to be some cheers. I wasn't disappointed. I kind of expected one or the other, and it wasn't shocking.
Did you like how the crowd reacted to you?
I got some love, yes. The support is always great from people that are a place that I used to call home and still do kind of call home. But I said the outing wasn't good enough for me.
Bigger picture, when you look at the way this team's played the last sort of 15 games, are there things that are recurring, things that give you concern?
For sure. And there's things that we probably need to nip in the bud soon. I'd like to get it done and get better, but I think also it happens with time and patience, but also with health. And I think we're being too patient at times and waiting. I think we need to jump on it and then get on it right away and then fix these problems ASAP, regardless of who's healthy, who's not.
Danny, were you able to see the tribute video that the organization played?
Yeah, I saw some of it. I didn't see the whole thing, but it was really nice, really well put together. I was honored, humbled, and said I'm sure I'll get a chance to look at it when I get home or later back. I'm sure they have an internet somewhere. But the coaching staff, everybody there showed a lot of love, and they thanked me for, I don't know why, but everything I've done, and I thank them for helping me become the player I am. But it's nice to get some love and recognition from a former team I used to play for.
Danny, what were your emotions seeing your old teammates and playing against them?
It was weird, for sure. You obviously want to beat them really badly, but at the same time, you compete against them and you want to win. But when you're on the floor, it's hard not to laugh or make jokes with them or mess with them, or not ease up on them. But it's hard not to really want to take their head off when you're your family.
Your thoughts on the game?
We didn't do a good job in transition defense. We didn't play well at all defensively. Spurs did a great job pushing the pace, kicking out for wide open shots.
Stuff you've seen before when you were on the other side, Kawhi? That kind of stuff from them?
Definitely. Just playing basketball, you see it happens with us this season when other teams don't get back, and we get wide open shots as well.
Did you say anything to your guys? Were you able to say, hey, look, here's what's coming, like we're in the midst of this, we need to find a way to fight through it?
Definitely. I mean, I'm talking, telling them we need to get back on defense. We're not running. We need to talk, but it's just more than just talking. You have to do it on the floor.
The way they came out running from the get-go had y'all on your heels. So why wasn't the team able to respond to that?
I just told you, we just didn't play defense tonight. Rotation wasn't there.
Did you feel a spurt coming at any time, Kawhi? Like
for us?
For you guys. When you picked it up, you said?
I mean, we dug ourselves in a hole in that first quarter. We were down 20 points, and even from there, we still just didn't do a great job on the defensive end.
Is it kind of frustrating to come home in a game like this and to come out a little flat and not get the defensive execution you needed?
No. I mean, it's frustrating just because we're playing. And it's any other game, we want to be better. We want to, the next game, we want to be able to do the same thing every day, every night that we come out here and step on this floor. We want to be a better team. But we didn't do a good job at all.
Kawhi, the reception you got, was that kind of what you thought was coming?
Probably, but I mean, I embraced it and enjoyed the moment, and it's only going to get me better.
Were you disappointed by it at all, given your history here and everything that you guys accomplished as a team?
No, it wasn't. Media does a great job to stir people's minds and, influence them to think a certain way. So I already knew how that was going to be the way the media was.
Earlier today, you said that you hadn't had a chance yet to reflect on what you had done in this building. Now that the day has passed, the game has been played, how do you feel?
I feel good. I mean, except for losing the game. I'm glad that I walked off the court healthy. We got some things to come in and look at as a team to get better at. But the past is the past, and I'm still playing, you know what I mean? I really don't reflect on what happened probably until I retire, but keep moving and trying to get better at what we're doing here.
There's the fans, and then there's the organization that had the tribute video to you before the game. What were your thoughts on that tribute video?
I didn't look at it. I don't ever look at the Jumbotron before the game.
Are you going to watch the tribute video now that you know about it?
Should I?
Yeah, it's a good one.
Okay.
Yeah, it's good.
I'll watch it then.
Time on the triple-double?
Yeah. I mean, all of them said it. I mean, I know I came close a bunch of times this season, but, to get it first then was kind of cool.
Are you concentrating more on passing the ball? He said he didn't know you could pass as well as you can. Is that something that you didn't?
I just always try to come back better and a complete player as possible after every single season. I know I can score the ball. I've proven that. It's just about me want to be that guy that make his teammates better around me as well. I always know I could go to the scoring. So for me, it's just fun when I get everybody else rolling.
Are you the type of guy that gets as excited to watch a guy take a pass and hit a three or
for sure,
drive?
For sure, yeah. Especially, at this point in my career, I remember I had a point where I was just trying to score every night. Now it's just about going out there, getting my teammates going, and feeling that energy and that rhythm of the game being controlled through you.
Now that you got this one over with, what were the emotions like for you today?
Honestly, I don't know. It really wasn't nothing. It was fun. It was extremely fun. Going out there talking mess to my old teammates. That's always fun. But it wasn't no emotion. It wasn't emotional at all for me. It was just a fun game for me.
It was a different atmosphere, though.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta thrive in moments like that. You know, you gotta love to play in that type of atmosphere, whether it's at home or on the road. You know, it kind of fuels you, kind of gets you going, and you know that's what made it so fun as well.
What was your reaction to the crowd chanting MVP?
To me, I mean, I'm always honored, man. I mean, you could say I got nice shoes on, and I'm gonna be very appreciative of it. So, for the crowd to chant that for me, you know, it's definitely an honor.
What do you think about the tribute video to Danny and Kawhi before the game?
I mean, it's great. You know, you gotta give them guys credit. You know, they did something a lot of people don't get a chance to do, and that's win a championship. And you know, whether it receives with boos or cheers, you know, that's something that can never be taken away.
Well, obviously this is a good one for you, but did this feel like it was personal for a lot of players in this game?
I don't know. I really didn't get that feel, honestly. I didn't get that feel. You know, we just went out there. We all went in to compete. You know, for some reason when we play against the top teams in the league, we step up and we compete at a high level. So tonight was one of them nights.
Coach said he felt bad about the booing. How'd you feel about it?
I mean, I don't feel nothing. You know, I don't feel nothing.
You said earlier during the season, you said that like you had a certain vibe. You could just feel something that like you guys were turning it all around.
Mm-hmm.
Anything to that now?
I mean, I think it's showing. You know, defensively, offensively, you know, we still got to tighten up some things, but you know, we continue to get better every single time we go out there and play. Go over some. The confidence is definitely growing. You know, and Pop said it. Be patient. You know, he was patient with us early on, and you know, you see it turn around.
At what point did you realize you were getting close to the triple double?
Sometimes I look up and I think after the first quarter I looked up and I said, "Damn, I got 5 rebounds," and you know, next thing you know, I look up, I got 7 assists. Then I got 9, and somebody told me run a screen and roll with LA and get your triple double, and I said, "Damn, all right." I'm running screen and roll, and he knocked it down for me.
Earlier this year, you said Kyle was texting you when you were getting close.
Yeah.
Has he texted you from down the hall yet?
No. I'm about to make fun of him now, see what he say.
Early in the game, Kawhi went at you, and I think he was trying for a dunk and ended up traveling it. Was that one of your better defensive plays?
Yeah, I'm trying to make all defensive teams, so you know, hopefully that helps.
Did you find yourself still thinking about the matchup that you'll have to go forward with when you go to Toronto later on this season?
Yeah, it's a while from now. You know, it'll get here when it get here. You know, that may be an emotional game for me, but I'll worry about it when it comes.
Nick, they ran away from you early in the first quarter. What did you see in that sequence there?
Well, I got to shoulder some of this, or a lot of it, most of it, Jonesy. Obviously, we didn't have our guys ready to go. You know, we thought we were. We mentioned before the game we're pretty attentive and focused and excited to be here, but we didn't come out and play that way. And it was just the speed, right? It was we were just running behind them. They were running around us, and just looked like we were trying to ease into the game. And by the time the game, it wasn't any easing into it, right? They were great in their pace and speed and the way they were passing the ball, and I thought we had some really good looks in like the first 8 or 9 possessions. I think we had 3 wide open threes and none of them go, and we had a couple at the rim that didn't go as well. Serge had a couple on a roll here and there. I mean, that might have let us hang in there a little bit if we could have scored a little bit with them, but we just didn't guard them well enough tonight, and I give them a lot of credit for that. They were really good.
Did you ever feel that there was a spurt there at some point that might be coming?
Yeah, I did at the end of the half. You know, I think we kind of, as the minutes were ticking by, we were gaining back into the game, and it was like 15, I think, there, and ended up 16 at the half. But then we kind of came out the half the way we started the game. They had a 9-0 run, and that was pretty much it.
You said this morning that Demar was a tough cover for you guys.
Yep.
I guess he showed that all his stuff tonight.
Yeah, he was good. We didn't get him going directionally where we wanted. We didn't limit his touches enough. I think he was downhill on us too much. There was just too much space on the screen and rolls, all kinds of things. And he was in a high gear tonight. He was in his fast athletic gear tonight, and when he's in that gear, he's tough to handle, as we all know.
What did you think of Kawhi and Danny's reaction to the moment, the way they played in the game?
Well, I mean, obviously Danny had a tough night, right? But I think he started off with some really wide open looks, and you know those kind of things are can change a game if you can hit those and kind of get feeling better about yourself. Then I thought he had a couple tough looks that he took that he couldn't get to go either. So, you know, I told him at the end, you know, I said it's a tough night for you, but there's many more nights to come here. Don't worry about it, and we'll learn from it what we can. And I thought Kawhi was good. He was tough and strong, and they were obviously sending everybody at him, and he still found a way to get some. You know, I thought he played pretty well. He got to the rim, got some shots, distributed when it needed to be distributed as well.
Your two most emotional games, Dwayne's return and this one are now sort of done. How do you think your team's coming through that with their mental handling of the big moments?
Yeah, I don't think we handled this one very well, Doug. But I think you know the biggest thing that again I got to watch the tape here a little bit. But my biggest takeaway was I think we didn't consistently execute, especially offensively. And you know when you're chasing the game like that, again it kind of looks sometimes like selfish play, but it's not. It's just guys trying to like make a play a little too soon. And we had 2 or 3 of those, and you know, there was a sequence there. I think we kind of were somewhat near in the game, and Pascal took a tough one, might have got hit, didn't make it. Then Norm took one, didn't make it. Then Fred took a pull-up 3, and we got some stops there in a row, and we didn't cash in on any of them. And it was just a little bit impatient offense, I thought. But in saying that, I can't sit here and say we executed on defense either, because they were lighting us up. You know, they were scoring and driving and kicking and shooting open, and so we didn't execute very well at either end. And that's what we're going to have to learn is especially when you go on a road, in a tough environment, that you know sometimes you got to cut a little higher and a little harder and back cut a little more often and secure passes, but keep it circulating and not get too antsy to try to make the home run play too early.